What's up, guys? Welcome back to Killer Shrew Fans Killer Toy Reviews. We have got yet another requested dinosaur figure to look at today. It is none other than this guy, Collecta's awesome Carcharodontosaurus figure. And there we go, we got him to stand fairly easily here. This video was requested by Shonker Fuzzy. Thank you so much for that request, Fuzzy. We are gonna take a look at the dinosaur toy that you requested right here and right now on Killer Shrew Fans Killer Toy Reviews. Without further ado, let's do this! So, starting off with the head of this Carcharodontosaurus, as we usually do, as you can see, there is the usual level of Collecta detail sculpted across this thing's face, with scales of varying sizes covering the snout and the eye ridges, and inside the mouth there you can see we have got individually sculpted teeth, which have all been individually painted as well. The lower jaw features some lovely musculature tensing up as the jaw is opened, and all of the fenestral areas are highlighted with the brow ridges. Yeah, for a lot of people who are bothered by shrink wrapping, this may be a problem for you, because you can tell all of the fenestra are very well accentuated on this particular sculpture. Again, it's not something that really bothers me, but I know it bothers a lot of people. Going down the neck, you can see you've got spines starting right at the base of the skull. They come out of the back and run down the neck and flank of the creature. You've got some lovely wrinklage down in the throat area as the mouth is pulled open. Once you meet the midsection, you can see some lovely folds of skin around the shoulder blade there. Again, we do have scales of varying sizes covering this entire body surface. Right there, you get a pretty good indication of the rib section. And here we've got a nice, powerful, tensed thigh with some lovely folds of skin bunching up and gathering around it as the leg pushes them against the body. Going down the length of the tail, as you can see, the back spines do continue, but the side spines stop, and we come all the way to the tip, and again, the scaling detail covers the entire surface area of this model. Going back up the opposite side, as you can see, similar story, scales of varying sizes and shapes, lovely folds of skin around the appendages, a nice tensing muscle in the thigh. You've got the rows of spines and the dermal spines, a nice scapula area, and we come back up to that beautiful head and the beautiful fleshy flap of skin hanging below the neck. With taking a look at the feet here, as you can see, you've got some lovely plate scalings adorning the backs of the toes. The toe claws have been painted individually, but they are really just a sleek black. There's no texturing, there's no gradient, they're just black. They're not even shiny, it's just flat black, which I never really appreciate seeing on my dinosaur models. But if we go up the legs, you can see some lovely musculature has been sculpted into the calf there. You've got some lovely wrinkles on the kneecap area, and we come back up to that powerful looking thigh. The other side, very similar story with the plate scales and the musculature sculpted in the leg. You get a great definition of the sort of ankle area there. Nice, powerful looking calf, and the thigh looks nice and well muscled here as well. If we take a look at the arms of this Carcharodontosaurus, as you can see, they are sculpted in with the wrist facing inwards, which is always nice to see. You've got 3 claws, each individually painted with the black claw nails, and some lovely musculature. Even though they are fairly short, the musculature has been attended to on these arms. The underbelly features scales of varying sizes once again and is painted a nice cream color. And you do have a cloaca, which is always nice to see on dinosaur toys of any species. Here we've got the Collecta logo and the species, Carcharodontosaurus 2014, made in China, and more of those lovely scales. The underbelly is extremely crocodilian in the shape of its scales, and here you can get a better look at that sort of waddle of skin under the in the gullet region, which I think is just a gorgeous detail. You can kind of see in the mouth there. We'll give you a better look here, but they have sculpted the roof of the mouth along with the teeth. There you can get a better look at that. Lovely detailing and a nice gloss to really make it come to life and really pop. The only issue I really have with the sculpture of this Carcharodontosaurus, though, is definitely in its hips. I mean, if we take a look at this thing from the front, look at that. Look at that. That could be the star of a Beyonce music video. Or, yeah, I think Beyonce music video. I mean, just look how wide that is compared to the rest of the body. It is, this car has got some junk in the trunk, let me tell you. And I mean, if you display it from the side, it's fine, but if you should look at this thing head on or from above, it is incredibly distracting. Here, I mean, like I said, looking at it from the side, absolutely no problems whatsoever, no grievances. It looks fantastic from this angle or from the opposite side, but I will definitely caution you from displaying it facing forward on the shelf. Otherwise, you're gonna have to look at those beefy hips. And if we look at it from the top here, hopefully that gives you a better idea of just how wide this thing is in the hip region. It's just such a distraction. I don't know what it is that propelled them to do this, but I don't know. As far as the pose on this this car, you can see it is in a striding pose with the arms held bent at the elbow, nice and ready to strike. Its head is sort of lowered and open in a roaring position, so perhaps it is pursuing a prey item or squaring off with a rival. Really, I think this pose is nice and neutral enough to really make it up to the buyer as to what this car could be doing. So I think it's great for kids, great for dioramas, great for display. And the other thing about this Carcharodontosaurus that we need to talk about is the color palette. I actually really like the colors that they went with on this model. I love the sort of mustardy yellow for the midsection and tail with the darker stripes, and then I love the splash of blue around the eye and the ear area, and then the sort of black jaw with the white stripe. It really feels bird-like. I'm not sure what bird they would have referenced for this, but it does feel incredibly bird-like. I mean, help me out if you know what I'm talking about here. Also, the other thing about the color is I think it really lends itself to like a male Carcharodontosaurus, given the splashes of color on this snout, possibly as a display mechanism to attract females or intimidate rivals, which, you know, again, I think is a pretty cool storytelling device that they have implemented on a toy. So yeah, great for dioramas, great for kids. Really, yeah, I think this model is perfect for anyone who is a fan of dinosaurs. Now, as far as the size goes, this is one of Collecta's larger carnivore dinosaurs. So for the length, you're looking at right around 12 3/4, 13 inches long, somewhere in that zone. I know I kind of bumped him there, but yeah, it's roughly in that zone. And from the base all the way to the highest point, you're looking at around 4 inches off the ground, just past that, which is, of course, the snout and neck spines. And yeah, so quite the sizable carnivore figure. Sizes up really well with a lot of other dinosaurs. For size comparison, we don't have a lot of our collection here with us, so we're just going to go ahead and bring in the recently reviewed Collecta Plateosaurus, and this model has been reviewed, linked down below. And as you can see, it is much taller than the Carcharodontosaurus. These are not, I don't think these are in scale with each other at all. But yeah, hopefully that gives you a better idea of the size. Next up, we're going to bring in the fan favorite Safari Limited Carcharodontosaurus, if we can figure out where exactly we want to place him. There we go. Hopefully, this is a very popular model, so if you own this guy, hopefully it gives you a better idea of this size you can expect from Collecta's version. Again, the Carchar from Safari has been reviewed on the channel. Link will be down in the description. And really, that's all we're going to do for size comparisons here. Well, everyone, that is going to do it for our look at the Collecta Carcharodontosaurus figure. Overall, this model is very, very good. I do enjoy having this as part of my collection. It's nice, it's nicely sized, it's got a nice eye-catching coloration. The detail is what we have come to expect from Collecta. My only grievances with it are definitely the hips. So all things considered, I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.5 out of 10. I do recommend it if you can find it. It's a little tricky. Your best bet might be eBay. I don't know what it is about Collecta. I can just never find their models, but maybe you're better off than I am in that department. As always, I would love to know what you guys think of this model. Do you own it? Are you going to try and get it now? Do you love it? Hate it? Let me know all of your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed our review, don't be afraid to let us know by leaving a like. And don't forget to subscribe on the way out so you don't miss any of our future reviews. There is a lot more coming, and with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom merch coming out right around the corner, you guys can expect a lot from us. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in, and that's going to do it for us. Killer Shrew Fan, out.